Rainollon here. Today's another build showcase, and it's Steflos. So let us immediately start. Starting with the mods. The mods I use on my Steflos are Shotgun Barrage, which gives you increased fire rate, Toxin Barrage, Toxin Stash Chance, Shell Shock, Electricity Stash Chance, Electricity, and Toxin gives you Corrosion, Incendiary Code, which gives you heat, Prime Point Blank, which gives you increased damage, Galvanized Hell, Multi-Shot, Galvanized Heavy Stash Chance, and Direct Damage status from target, and also Shotgun Elementalist, which gives you plus 90 status damage, which is a multiplicative damage increase, and which we're going to be proccing heat, so this will help out, and also magazine capacity. These are the mods. For the Exos Weapon Adapted Slot mods, Vigilant Supplies, for the ammo economy. For the Arcane, Primary Merciless is really good. On kill, you get plus 30 increased damage for 4 seconds, stacks out 12 times, so that's 360% increased damage, and reload speed. All of this is solid. Passive, projectile lasts 50% longer for each enemy hit, plus 40% projectile speed when wielded by Citron, which is whatever. For the stats, fire rate is okayish, multi-shot is whatever, magazine size is good, maximum ammo is horrible, that's why we use Vigilant Supplies. Reload is 1.8, which is fine. Accuracy is very high, which is, of course is high. Trigger, semi. Riven Disper is really good. Stash chance, multi-shot, heat, toxin is fine. You can go for a crit one. You can make this weapon into a crit, like crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot, and turn it into a crit weapon instead. It has a really good Riven Dispo. There's plenty of ways you can make this thing work. But I will not recommend. This weapon has a lot of problems. Fall off 8 to 60 meters, horrible. Critical chance, horrible. Crit multi, slightly above average. Whatever. Status 66, which is okay, and total damage is okay. Overall, stat-wise, it's not that like amazing. So yeah, these are the stats, the passive, the mods, the arcane. Time for me to show you in game. So I'm going to go to Sedna, Steel Path against the Orkan. No, the Ganir. So I don't have Viral on this weapon, so you can use Noresh to give yourself Viral. I tried it with Zatu's Whisper and it's horrible. It doesn't hit enemies multiple times, it only hits them once. And also messes up your projectile. It just stops moving forward after you proc the first Zatu's on the first enemy. Rhino's Roar is fine. As you can see here, first we're gonna start. Alright, give myself heat damage, thanks to Ember. It has infinite body punch too, and what it does is shoots a flower at enemies. It's nice, visually looks cool, as you can see. It functions like an Arca Plasmor. Arca Plasmor can go longer than this weapon, but if there's a large line of enemies, this can go longer than Arca Plasmor. Another thing with this weapon is it's a weaker Arca Plasmor, and I'm comparing it with regular Arca Plasmor, not the Tenant one. The regular Arca Plasmor is a better weapon than this. Another problem I have with this weapon is this weapon has diverse recoil. As you can see, look how much my screen is shaking. So you have to fix the recoil problems, but you really can't. Like maybe use Deadhead, but that's like miserable gameplay. You can see it's like usable. I am using a buffer, but you can use like armor strip buffer. You can use a lot of stuff. Rhino's Roar, Siren, Mirage. But will I recommend this weapon? If you have an Arca Plasmor or a Tenant Arca Plasmor, I would recommend that over this. Just a really clunky, janky version of it. Maybe a Prime version of this is going to be much more interesting. But we have to wait for Citron Prime to come with this. And who knows, maybe we won't even get a Prime version of this. Maybe Incarnate version will be really good, but who knows. Overall, that's pretty much Steflos. It's pretty unique, just has some minor problems. Like I wish the stats were better. I wish it didn't have this ridiculous recoil. But it's pretty sick. It's a really cool design weapon. You shoot a flower blob that explodes. Has infinite body punch to it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's Steflos. There's nothing much for me to show. That's the maximum power Steflos can do. So yeah, Steflos build. Show it again. This is the setup. I was using Orish, so I had like viral, corrosion, heat, impact. Chevy going to freaking buff the damage. This helps at the beginning. This helps with the heat procs. They're doing more damage. To do more damage. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the Steflos build. I will recommend and not recommend in the same time. It's all up to you. It's a interesting weapon, but if you have the Arcaplasmor or especially Tenet Arcaplasmor, just use that instead. It's much stronger. Tenet Arcaplasmor, regular Arcaplasmor hits stronger, and also they're much more efficient, and they're much more efficient, and they don't have the ridiculous recoil system. So that's pretty much one of the biggest reasons. And Tenet Arcaplasmor can choose an element, killing your Tenet sister, and all of that. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. That was Steflos build. I will recommend and not recommend in the same time. It's all up to you. Thank you. Leave a like, sub, and see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.